Yo, what is up? Who's out there? Who's out there? Want to hear me play some guitar? Anybody? Anybody? Oh. What's going on, everybody? This is my first time going live on YouTube. I've done Facebook. I've done Instagram. Now I figure let's try YouTube. Since my YouTube channel is still kind of new, figured come on here and talk to some of you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been writing me lately, so feel free to ask questions, man. You know, I've noticed. Hola, mami. Yeah. So I've noticed there's a lot of people from different parts of the world that are more on this YouTube channel. So that's pretty cool, you know. I'm trying to network with everybody, you know, hang out, play some guitar for you guys, answer questions, you know, just chill. It's nothing more I like doing than playing guitar and hanging out with people and just talking music, you know. So if you guys got any questions, man, ask away. If you have any song requests, I'm here to jam for you guys, you know. Gotta warm up a little first, though. So if you guys got questions, man, ask some questions and let's hang out. This is a party, man, you know. Been doing a lot of these lately, just hanging out, playing guitar and chilling with everybody. You know, I really don't get to do interviews much, so this is better than doing interviews, I think, you know, because I can just hang out and play guitar. You guys can ask me questions, you know, pretend you're the interviewer, you know, you're interviewing me, so ask me questions. Guitar questions, tour questions, things about my band, Soulfly, you know. When's the next gig in Tempe, dude? I don't know, man. Maybe, I think we played Tempe a couple months ago, man, so I'm sure we'll be back there, I think like October or something like that for the Nail Bomb tour where we're playing Nail Bomb, that record in its entirety. So, yeah, good question, dude. VJ. I'm trying to get my new solo record out. It's been really difficult to find a label that wants to put it out. You know, I really struggle with trying to find support for my project. So I really need all you guys' support. And eventually, I will be putting out my next solo record really soon. You know, and it should be cool. It's my greatest, my favorite. Not greatest, but my favorite personal record I've ever done. So I can't wait for it to come out, and I'll probably put it up online. You know, all my stuff is on, you know, all those iTunes places, you know, where you can buy music and stuff. And then hopefully I can do another solo tour. You know, as far as a Soulfly record, I have no idea, man. We just finished the new Cavalier Conspiracy, and that should be out soon. I think later this year, maybe. Yeah, next solo album is Who Are You, Living Dead Girl? Who is that? Is that who I think it is? What's your name, Living Dead Girl? You don't really have a picture. Next solo album, though, should be out soon. You know, like I said, I got a couple songs that are up on YouTube. Look for the song Downside Up. Wicked Shattered is another one. And Spectral Intensities. I got 3 songs off my new record. It's on YouTube. I think it's on my YouTube channel. And that's what the new stuff sounds like, you know. I'll go live again in the next week or something, you know, and I'll play a lot more of my instrumental, my new solo instrumental record. Because it's cool. I dig it, man. It's like I said, my favorite record I ever made. It's got everything that I like. So, a lot of melody, heavy riffs, so. more videos for your flamenco stuff. I've been doing a lot more steel string acoustic with my new project, Acoustic Vendetta. That's something you guys should check out. I've been posting a lot of videos here on my YouTube channel. We're playing a lot of just more acoustic rock. We've been doing a lot of covers lately, but we're going to start doing some originals soon. Kind of grungy stuff, kind of like Allison Chaney, Pearl Jam-ish, but heavier. We do all types of covers, and my new solo record, I might put some acoustic stuff on too. I just got to see what's up. Like I said, it's been tough, man. Nobody wants to put it out. I've had my lawyer shopping it, trying to get me a deal for it. Nobody wants to put it out, so it's pretty crazy. I would think there'd be a label out there interested in putting out my stuff, but nobody wants to do it. So I'll probably just put it out myself. You know what, man? I don't really use the whammy pedal that much anymore. I need to get a new one. They're kind of expensive. I don't have a hookup anymore with Digitech. I used to, but it's like $200 a pedal. And those Digitech pedals, they always break on me. I don't know what it is about them, man, but they last like maybe 1 or 2 tours and they break. So then I always got to buy another. But I've been using the Boss Harmonist pedal lately, which kind of, it bumps you hit the pedal, like it bump you up an octave. So it kind of emulates the Digitech whammy pedal, but you can't really bend into the note. So I kind of took a little break from the whammy pedal, man. A lot of last couple records, I really didn't even try to incorporate it that much. But if enough people miss it, I'll bring it back in the future. Because definitely was a big part of, I guess, what I like to do, especially with Soulfly. I definitely did a lot of stuff. Try the pitchfork. What is that? I don't know what the pitchfork is, man. Is that like a whammy pedal too? Hey, I take requests too, man. If you guys want to hear any songs, man, I'll jam it for you. Let me know. I have a Morpheus Bomber. You should try that. It's a little I'll try that then, man. The Morpheus Bomber. Who makes that? Electro Harmonic. They make the other thing. Yeah, well, if you can, private message me or what these names are of these pedals. I'll check them out. Because I definitely I use that whammy pedal a lot. I just don't like how it always breaks on me, man. It's crazy. I've gone through like so many over the years, man. They really don't last long. Maybe it's me. I'm heavy-footed. Play release the Kraken, please. I don't remember the rest of it. It's a great song. There we go. I'll do a playthrough for that soon because I haven't played that song in a while. I kind of took a break putting that in my set list because, man, it was one of the hardest songs I ever wrote. There was like so many riffs and solos, and I really worked them out in the studio. There really wasn't a lot of room for improv when I did that. And I always struggled playing it live, And I started doing it all right, but it's just so much to memorize, trying to get all the licks perfectly. But I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna get it tight again. I've been so busy. Hold on one second. And but my plan is to definitely I'll do a playthrough here on my YouTube channel, and I'll post it up soon. Because that's one of my favorite songs I ever recorded, ever wrote. It was exactly what I'm into. A lot of technical riffs, soloing, a lot of melody. So I'll do one soon, I promise. Mars Off Prophecy album. I play a little bit of that, yeah. Feeling on 8 strings. I think if you're doing like what Tosin Abasi's doing in Animals as Leaders, then obviously you need an 8 string because he's basically playing bass and guitar, and he's doing that thumping technique he does. But for me, you know, I can't play that good. He's incredible, so I'm good on the 7 string. You know, I mean, this is enough to keep me busy. You know. Hey man, I know. I used Digitech for years. I used to have a contact there that was a really cool dude. I don't think he works there anymore. Yeah, you know, dude, I really struggle in this business, man. I really don't get a lot of support, honestly, when it comes to equipment. You know, I'm with Washburn now, so they've been doing a good job. You know, they hooked me up with this signature guitar that I love. But, you know, it's really difficult. You know, my new record has been impossible to get a label to want to put it out. You know, even with endorsements, you know, I'm constantly writing my endorsees to do, you know, clinics, to do performances, and it's just really difficult. You know, everything's been difficult. So that's why I really support you guys. You know, thank you guys for the support for me, and that's why I'm doing a lot more of these live videos through YouTube and Facebook, and I'm trying to build my online presence, and hanging out, interacting with you guys. You know, because I'm really not getting a lot of support, you know, for my project, and I know there are fans for it, you know, guys like you that, you know, write me. I got people that write me all the time. When you come to Europe, when you come to South America, you know, we're fans of your instrumental stuff. So it's great to have a direct contact with you guys to do this, because I'm basically DIY, you know, when it comes to my project. So anyway, but yeah, I would love to have a signature pedal with Digitech. That would be sick. And Boss. I love Boss pedals, man. I'm a huge fan of all the old school Boss pedals, you know. I have tons of them. I mean, half my pedals that are here right now are all Boss pedals, and they last forever, you know. A couple of years ago, I tried getting a Boss endorsement. I was talking to them. I had done a clinic for Boss, and then I kind of lost contact. I don't know what happened, but it just kind of fell through. What else you guys got? Any song requests? Oh, somebody wanted to hear Mars, right?
The new millennium is here. The smell of napalm and fear. All this confusion and a mass confusion.
See you guys, and yeah, dude, we'll be in Portland soon, bro.
I am God of War. You bow to me like you did before. I am Mars, the God of War. You bow to me like you did before.
I think, right? It's been a while. I haven't played this in years. And it goes into the acoustic solo. Actually, I have that double neck guitar that I used live with Soulfly, you know? Oh, gracias. Mucho gracias. So eventually I'll do a video for Mars with my double neck guitar. That'd be really cool. So I gotta pull it out. It's in my basement. I gotta dust it off, clean it up, and do it. You know, I got a lot of requests for Death, man. I love Death. Huge Chuck fan. You know, I don't know a lot of their songs offhand. I should know them. You know, I'll work on some and maybe throw some Death songs into my my solo show. You know, because when I go out and I do my solo gigs, I play a lot of covers mixed with my instrumental stuff. You know, but I'll work on it. Maybe something off of Sounds of Perseverance, you know. Yeah, Chuck was a big influence on me, man, definitely. He really was way ahead of his time, and who knows what he'd be doing if he was still around. What pedals I use? I don't use a lot, dude. I use a lot of Boss, you know. I bring, on tour, I always bring a Boss distortion pedal, the orange one with me. Boss tuner pedal. I use the Crybaby Wah. What about just going straight through iTunes or something? Yeah, I have a lot of... All my solo stuff is up on iTunes. I think it's on Spotify. You can find all my solo stuff on all those websites. I've got all the CD Baby, all that stuff, you know. It's up, man. But not too many people buy CDs anymore, right? Or even download stuff, you know. And I love the Boss digital delay pedal. I use that, put it through the send return, and use it for solos. And when I do my solo gigs, I just leave it on. I like having some delay even on my rhythm. It just kind of fills up the sound, because with my solo project, we're just a trio, you know, just bass, guitar, drums. So I think it sounds pretty cool to have some delay on the rhythm, just a little bit, kind of fills it up. right now. I got a nice little delay. Hear it? So you guys digging my videos? I've been doing a lot of playthrough lately. If you just message me in the comments and stuff like that, I'll get to whatever requests you got. I think it's pretty cool. You can see what I'm doing. If you're trying to learn these songs, you can see what my hands are doing. I mean, for me, that's always the way I've learned is just watching people, and seeing what they're doing. Using my ear and looking at their hands. I think you could pick up a lot from that. So. Whatever song requests you guys have, let me know. I'll do more, Later, VJ. Peace out, man. Keep in touch. Would I make a pedalboard video? Yeah, dude, I did one with Soulfly. It's actually one of the last interviews I've done for the band. It was on tour. We did like a gear thing with everybody in the band. It's a pretty cool interview. And I went over my board. But with Soulfly, I really don't use a lot of stuff, man. It's real straight with Soulfly. I just use, again, my Boss delay pedal through the stem return, wah pedal in the front. I've been using the Boss Harmonist pedal instead of the Digitech whammy pedal lately. And that's it. Straight through, dude. I'm not into racks. I mean, I'm into just nice guitar through a nice tube amp, preferably PV, the 6505. Wah pedal, that's it, dude. I'm real simple. I'm more into relying on technique and being in tune. If there's a pedal I love the most, it's my Boss tuner pedal, chromatic tuner. I'm really into being in tune and in time and trying to play as tight as possible. To me, that's more important than anything else. Guitar Pro 6 to write music. I think, is that the thing where you write riffs and it maps it out or something? Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's the answer to the question. I don't really know much about it. I basically, when I record, I like to just sit down with the engineer and record. If I gotta do punches, I do punches. But I like to write on the moment. A lot of my leads are just improv. I don't really know much about Pro Tools. I try to keep away from the recording stuff, man. It's not really my thing. To me, it kind of takes the fun out of playing music. But I do know a lot of this technology nowadays is crazy, man. I mean, I hate to say it, but you can freaking make a freaking orangutan play guitar, dude. I mean, it's insane how it can tune you up. It can move you. You can get in time. It's crazy. It's to the point where, in my opinion, what's the point of even making records anymore? Because I mean, you can perfect your records without even knowing how to play guitar at all. So I'm really into the live show. I have so much, like when I go do my solo gigs, man. I have 3 going on 4 solo records that I can perform in my show. I have a whole back catalog of Soulfly stuff that I throw in. Cavalera Conspiracy. I'll throw in some Sepultura and other covers. Like for me, that's I'm good, man. I'm good. I don't care if I ever make another record again, dude. I'm into just playing live. That's really my thing. Let me see. How do I see these messages? Yeah, I think it's crazy. With Pro Tools and all that stuff. It's sad what it's come down to, dude. It really is. Yeah, you're right, Keith. I know it is. It is sad, man. But that's why I think when you come see, when I play with Soulfly, I do a lot of improvising. I like to play the records note for note, like the record, but I always like to throw in some little improv things. I think when you go see a live show, it should be as good as the record, but you should also give a little bit more with solo, a little more solos, maybe improvise. I mean, Dimebag did that all the time. Whenever he'd go see Pantera, dude, he always kind of threw it in and mixed it up, Yeah, Montebello Festival, that was a good one, dude. Had a good time. Had a lot of fun, man, at that festival, dude. It's a good one. But especially when you come to my solo gigs, I do a lot of improv. There's a lot of space for me to take improvs and really mix it up. Like I said, I do a lot of covers, my own instrumental stuff. I've been working on my vocals. I don't know if you've seen my videos, but I've been doing a lot of more vocal stuff, original vocal stuff, cover songs. I just want to keep playing, keep getting better, man. Like I said, I have huge back catalog of music to play. I've been in Soulfly for 14 years, Cavalera Conspiracy for 10. you know. And my solo stuff, my first solo record came out in '05. Yeah, I've done solo gigs in Canada. I did Montreal, I did Quebec, and Toronto. I hope to get up there again, dude. You know, it's really hard. Like with my solo project, you know, I did a tour back in January, and it was a lot of fun. Kazakhstan, yeah, that was a good time when we went there, bro. Yeah, so I did, you know, I did my solo tour back in January, and it was great. I had a lot of fun. I went out with my backing track, just plugged my iPod in. It had drums and bass on it, shredded out, hung out with everybody. It was a lot of fun, but you know the turnouts weren't that great, you know, and that's where I need everybody's support, you know, for me to continue doing my solo project. I need all, you know, the people that are fans to come out, support, you know, help spread the word, because I'm not getting it from anywhere else, you know. So it's really, like I said, a DIY thing. So that's why I think I'm gonna take a little break from touring with my solo project for now, and do more of this online thing and try to grow my online presence, you know, and try to get more fans through YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, and do these live feeds, you know, these live showcases, you know. I mean, there's a lot of times tomorrow maybe I'll come on live again and I play my whole set right here and, you know, answer questions and, you know, so help me get it out there, and then, you know, hopefully I could get more people to come to my solo gigs, you know. Maybe one day I could get on G3 or something like that, you know. But right now it's my turnouts are just not, you know, it sucks, you know, when you drive. I've done drives where I drive 24 hours straight to get to a club, and you know there's 5 kids there if I'm lucky. So you know, that's not cool, and it's not cool for the clubs and the promoters. I feel bad because, you know, I usually get paid at the end of the night, and the turnout's terrible, and I don't feel good about it, you know. So that's why I need everybody's support here, and I'm really gonna try to do more of these live feeds to hang out with everybody, answer questions, and, you know, try to promote my stuff a little bit more here online. And this is what I do anyway, man. I just sit at home and play guitar, you know, when I'm off the road. I just sit here, write music, play guitar, you know.
Back to the primitive. Fuck all your politics. Back to reality.
I don't know all the words, man.
Put it up, primitive. Put it up, primitive.
We want to contact. Yeah, dude, you know how it is, dude. You know, I mean, that's a cool comment, Keith. You know, because you know, go from playing a big festival like that, and then, you know, again, look, I'm fine with playing in front of a small crowd. Actually, I prefer playing in smaller clubs. But you know, it's a business, man, and I can't keep asking promoters, you know, to pay my guarantee every night, which is nothing. It's very humble, you know, but it's enough to get me from city to city in a small car, pay my guitar tech, you know, and come home with a little bit of money. But I can't, you know, these promoters eventually they pass. You know, it's going to get to the point if we don't get more people coming to my shows, you know, then you know, I can't, you know, these promoters and clubs aren't going to want to book me, man. You know, so I don't like ripping promoters off, man. You know, I feel terrible when I go play a club and, you know, put on a good show and I'm happy with the show. The promoter dug the show, but there's only, you know, 5 or 10 kids there. It's just not, you know, it doesn't make sense, man. You know, and I've had some turnouts that were great too. I mean, I can't, trust me. There's bands with major record deals. They pull up to clubs in buses and they're playing in front of 3 people and they're asking for $3,000 a night. I ain't even asking for, you know, 10% of that. You know, I'm barely, you know, I'm cool with a couple $100 a night sometimes, you know. But you know, it's just it's tough, you know, because like I said, promoters eventually aren't going to want to book it. So I'm going to hang here with you guys and, you know, help me promote, help me, you know, let's hang out, help me get some more people coming out to the shows so I can hang out with you guys, you know. Anvil got 2,000. Yeah, well, you know, Anvil's been around forever, man, and I'm sure they drew, you know. I mean, dude, it's expensive to be on the road. People don't understand. You got to pay for gas, car rental, you know, van, car rental, bus. Although I will say, you know, a lot of bands should be in vans instead of buses. I will say that, you know. That's pretty good, 200 kids, you know. I mean, figure if 200 kids bought a ticket at $20 each, you know, do the math, you know. But you got to look at the club's got to pay security, they got to pay, you know, bartenders, and you know. Well, I'm sure Anvil had a lot of promotion from their label and, you know, online and everything. You know, I don't have all that, unfortunately. You know, like I said, it's totally DIY with me. Archangel, you're like, yeah, man, I'll show you Archangel right now, bro. You know, here it is. Eventually, I'll do the whole song. I'll do a playthrough. But Archangel's got one of my favorite tapping parts that I came up with, which goes, nope, fuck that up. Nope, sorry. It's been a while. That's one of my favorites, you know. Max, he holds down, you know, the root notes, right? And then I step off and do the tapping. I came up with this tapping part on top of that, you know. What was that question, dude? About I forgot. I didn't see it. Gojira, they're great, bro. I don't really know necrophagus. I don't know how to say it. Phagus, right? It's not necrophagus, right? I don't know. I've heard their stuff. They're great, dude. But I'm not really that familiar with everything, you know. Definitely a good band, though. Just not that familiar with all their stuff. Nah, I don't think Kincaid was ever in that band. What other questions, man? Anybody here from New York or New Jersey? That's where I live. That's my area. Tomorrow I'm going to see Slayer. It's gonna be sick. I'm pretty stoked. Touring life. It's a lot of fun, and then other times, dude, it sucks. You know, it's a lot of fun, but then there's other times, you know, where you're stuck on a bus with a bunch of people. You know, you've been driving for 20-something hours, and flying sucks. Airports suck. You know, I mean, there's a lot of traveling, you know, that you do, which is cool. It's a lot of fun, but there's a downside. Like I said, flying sucks. Airports suck. Sometimes being on the bus will drive you crazy, you know. But then you're on stage and you rock out, and it's awesome, you know. And to be able to make a living off it, it's incredible. To be able to concentrate on nothing but hopefully playing your instrument all day long, I think that's pretty cool and priceless, you know. I mean, for me, I know since I hit the road and been doing this, you know, for 15 years, I put a lot more effort into learning guitar, trying to get better, practicing every day. So that for me, that's the best part of it, because I always grew up working a day job. Before I played in Soulfly or El Nino, I was working construction. I was working for an electrician. I was working for a sign awning company. You know, I had to go to work every day. I didn't have a lot of time to dedicate to playing guitar. It depends what band, bro. Soulfly, we basically just, you know, it's a lot of throw and go. You know, any new albums coming out soon? Yeah, I was talking about that before. I got hopefully my new solo record will be out soon. You know, I'm trying to find a record company to put it out. I've had no luck. Nobody wants to put it out. So I'll probably just release it myself, which is cool. Usually I sell my CDs right out of my book bag. You know, everyone always asks me, what's in your book bag? My solo records. So come by. If you see me with a book bag on, come by. $10. I'll buy you buy me a CD, you know? I'm sorry. You'll buy a CD. Dude, I'm so tired right now. It's late here. I was at the gym earlier. I'm out of it, dude. Sorry. But, yeah. Think about how cool is that? Everyone, what's in a book bag? What's in a book bag? My CDs. Buy one. Buy one. Because you ain't gonna find it in the stores, you know? I do this for the love of it. And if you want it, you buy it off me. And you're supporting right to the artist, you know? And I could buy new book bags for more CDs. Or what other, you guys got any more song requests, man? Well, you know what? You'll run into me, Keith, definitely, you know? You will run into me. You know, I'm real easy to run into. I'm always walking around. Either I'm at the bar chilling, or backstage, or outside. You know, I'm usually working out outside the bus. You could see me. I'm always available. It's impossible to not run into me at a show. You know. Someone asked about the new CC. Yeah, it's a great record, man. So it should be out soon. I don't know the exact date. I don't have a copy yet. I'm still waiting to get a copy. So hopefully it'll be out. I think, you know, later in the year. I really don't know offhand. You might know before me, so let me know. Every day, dude. I speak to Max every day when we're on tour, man. You know, every day on tour. Off tour, you know, everybody wants their space off tour. I don't really talk to anybody when I'm home, you know. Kind of go into my home life, family life, you know. Holy Wars, it's a great song. I don't remember. Something like that. Can't remember it, dude. Can't remember it, you know. I gotta learn it. I used to know it when I was a kid. I used to know that whole song, man, you know. I used to have a band called Crankcase back in the day. We were like 15, 16-year-old kids. We used to play all those Pantera songs, Megadeth songs, Slayer, note for note, man. It was crazy, you know. That band should have got a record deal back in the day, dude. We were great, you know, but it is a tough business, man. Doesn't make any sense a lot of times. War Ensemble. I fucked up.
Propaganda, War Ensemble, burial to be. Corpse rotting to the night in police misery. Stream yard of bitter
I don't remember it.
Victory is to divide and death is to feed. Or support. Or support. Sport is war, total war. When we
I don't remember the words, bro. I wish I did. Even though Slayer's my favorite, I should know the words a little better. Someone said Warlord.
Come into this world with nothing at all. Come into this world, nothing at all. See, Warlord. Warlord.
I gotta remember it. Solo, Something like that, man. Something like that. I'm butchering it. Dead Skin Mask. Ooh, it's been a while. I don't remember it, dude. Who the hell is that? Someone just texted me. I have no clue who that is, man. No clue. Yeah, dude. But I'll do more playthroughs, you know, of all this stuff. I think I did a playthrough of what you call it, Warlord. It's on this YouTube channel. I don't know Pig Destroyer, bro. Who's that? Is that a band? I don't know them. Sounds familiar, but yeah, I did Warlord. Pretty cool version at my buddy's studio. Nowadays, I've just been doing all these playthroughs right here at my house, man. You know, right here in my room, which is cool. You know, this is where I jam. I feel comfortable. I can really dial in my tone. Celtic Cross, they're great, man. Oh yeah, man. Right, Procreation of the Week.
You are born.
Right? Procreation.
Procreation of the wicked. Procreation of the wicked.
I don't know the lyrics. I'm just making them up, man. Kind of. You know? So, what else, man? Name some songs. I'll play them, dude. Ask questions. What else you guys want to know? Otherwise, I'll just sit here and play solos all day, which is exciting for me. Cool, bro. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate that, man. You know, that's what I need. Spread the word, dude. You know, like I said, this whole guitar thing that I do is just all DIY, man. I need you guys' support. So spread the word. Help me. You know, if you want praise, prepare for war. I love Hatebreed, bro. Love them. I've known those guys for a long time, man. They're one of the best at what they do. You know. Peace, prepare for war. I don't know who's that. What song is that? Cool, man. Right on, bro. Well, you know, if I ever come to your town, try to get on the show, man. When I do my solo gigs, there's a lot of times where I got a lot of you local guys. You see I'm coming to town, you hit me up, ask me to get on the bill, and I do whatever I can to try to get you on. Because a lot of times when I do my solo tours, I'll headline, but we get a bunch of locals to open up, obviously. You know, whoever the promoter is in town will arrange that. But there's been a lot of times in the past where you guys hit me up, you know, I see you're big supporters, and, you know, if I can get your band on, I do my best to do it, you know, and I'll talk to the promoter and do everything I can to get you guys on, you know.
Plato promo. Pablo es un par de la penetrator.
Right.
Plato promo. Plato promo. Crayo.
Good song, Kilo Cycle. I did a great playthrough on here on my YouTube channel. Check it out, Kilo Cycle Interval. That's the first song off my first solo record, man. It's one of my favorite songs I ever wrote. Right? You know what I mean? Let me get my backing track going. I'll jam this song for real here. It's not too late. I could crank it a little bit, you know? Hold on. I'm going to come back to Kilo Cycle. I'm going to play it in its entirety. What do you think is better, a tuned down 6-string or a full 7-string? A 7-string. I used to do the whole, you know, when I first joined Soulfly, I did the whole tune your 6-string down. And when I first joined, it was really low tunings, you know, like G, G sharp, A. And when you tune your guitar that low, a 6-string, dude, your intonation is just gone. You know, you'll never be perfectly in tune. If you're trying to take solos, dude, it's like impossible to try to bend those notes in tune. You know, especially if you're used to playing in standard E, the intonation's completely off. You know, it drove me crazy for years. And for a long time, I didn't want to play a 7-string. I never did. And then finally, when we were making the Cavalier Conspiracy record, back in 2007, I found, you know, I started doing a lot more solos on that record. Actually, that's one of my favorite records ever that I've done for the band. And I just finally was like, you know what, man, I have to do it. I just got to start playing 7-string. So it took me about a week to get used to playing a 7-string. My first one was an Ibanez RG. I forgot the name of it. It was a lower end model, but it played nice. And it was great, you know. And then from that day on, man, I just play 7-strings now. And, you know, you can play low and your intonation's spot on, you know. So for me, since I'm playing a lot of rhythm and solos, man, that's what I need. You know, I need perfect intonation, but be able to play down low too. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm back. So that answers your question, you know. What else, man? You guys got more questions? I got answers. You got questions, I got answers, man. Seems like we're getting more people here logging in. I know it's kind of late, but you know, I figure I'd do this. Is my first time doing YouTube live. I didn't even know you could go live on YouTube. What scale length for you? You know what? Basically, when we designed this Washburn that I'm playing, I told them I wanted it to basically feel like a Les Paul because I love Gibson Les Pauls. So I'm not really sure the exact number, but as you can see, it's really not that long of a scale length. Basically, feels like a Les Paul. And for me, it's super comfortable. I don't like the baritone guitars. I used to play baritone years ago. I don't think their intonation is good either. You know, on a lot of these baritones, man. I mean, it's cool when you're down low and you're playing heavy shit, but you go high to play a solo, and I always feel like it's a little out of tune. So I kind of got away from doing the whole baritone thing. Originally, Washburn sent me out one of their Parallax. It's kind of like a Strat body. You might have seen me play it live about a year ago. That was the first guitar they sent me, and it's a beautiful guitar. Actually, it's right here. Totally forgot. It's right behind me. But if you look, this scale length, it's a beautiful guitar. It plays incredible, but the scale length is way bigger than this. And it really, I struggle on this guitar for solos, you know. It's kind of difficult to play. But this, my signature right here is super comfortable for me, you know. So, what else you guys got? Questions? Keep them coming. I'm going to sit here and jam. Hey, does anyone know? So, when I'm done here and I finish up, I guess YouTube saves this live video. I don't know how that works, you know. Or maybe it gives me an option. I don't know. This is my first time doing YouTube live, you know. Dime bag stories. The only dime bag story I have is, so when I first joined Soulfly in 2004, we were in Dallas, and it was like one of the first U.S. tour I ever did with Soulfly. And so, needless to say, you know, Vinnie Paul and Dimebag were at the show, which was really cool. And they jumped up to do the drum jam with us, and it was so trippy for me because I had just joined the band, and you know, I'm on the left side of the stage, Max is in the middle, and then Vinnie Paul and Dime are on the other side, and we did the drum jam, we rocked out, and dude, I felt like I was like in a dream. It was so trippy, you know, to see Max, Vinnie Paul, and Dimebag to the right of me. I mean, I felt like I was in the middle of a dream and someone was gonna wake me up. And then at the end, you know, I got high fives from Dime and Vinny and Max, you know, and it was just really crazy, man, you know. And then we were supposed to tour. I heard Damage Plan was supposed to tour with us with Soulfly, and then you know, that bullshit happened, man, and we lost greatest guitar player ever, greatest player, man, you know. Definitely, obviously, you know, one of my biggest inspirations still to this day. I listen to Dime every day, man, you know. So actually, here on YouTube, I love a lot of his. I get a lot of ideas and inspiration from his unaccompanied, you know, solos that he used to do. There's tons of them on YouTube from like the 80s, early 90s of him just shredding, you know, during like a guitar solo section, and it's really cool, you know. Yeah, Chris Cornell, bro. You know, I mean, he was incredible, dude. Soundgarden, I used to love them as a kid. And you know, when they got back together, we toured with them in 2011 in Australia. Yeah, really sad, dude. You know, really sad. You know, this is a song. Misfits, man. These guys are my favorite, man. This is incredible. I did one show, did some recording with them. It was really cool. I hope to do more too. I really do. Sorry, man. I'm gonna jam a little. It's kind of hard to talk and play. I'll do my best. This is a new song off my solo record, Downside Up. Woo! Look out, man. More questions. Can you guys hear this real good? Not really loud as I normally am. Thank you. A lot of this is just improv, man. I don't know a lot about retubing, but I know that you want someone who's good to do it. You don't want that to get screwed up. It's not easy. This song, I think, is already up on iTunes. It's called Down, Sut Up. I did a playthrough too on here on my YouTube channel. Zombie solo. Is that Death, right? Not sure. Is it, huh? It's better on YouTube, huh? Cool, dude. It's good to know. I'll start doing these more often here on YouTube also. Cool. That's good to know, man. I'll do this again tomorrow, but I'll be a little louder. It's kind of late right now, man. I don't want to, You guys know this song.
For territory.
Alright, dude, yeah, I'll announce it, man, you know. Let me hear you guys sing this with me. Crash around your room.
Your known man speaks to the world, sunk in your trust. You're trapped in every world, awful territory, awful territory.
There you go.
Toys control behind propaganda, poor information to manage your anger. Awful territory, awful territory.
I throw some leads in when I do my solo shows, you know. Yeah, dude, this is all my drummer, Anthony DeVizio. He also plays in 40 Below Summer. Lives here in Jersey. Great drummer. He does all of the stuff on my solo records. Him and Conky Lure, who also plays with Soulfly once in a while. It's my buddy, too. He's incredible. Very lucky to have both those guys. Conky, he played on 2 of my records. Anthony on the new one.
Dictator speech, blasting off your line.
It's the real drums, man.
The edge, the vassal's pitch, yo.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, Conky's incredible, dude. He's one of the best. Him and my buddy Anthony, man. Those guys are some of the best drummers I ever played with. Look out. Solo time. Doom of All Fires. That's a great song, man. I'll have to do a playthrough for Doom of All Fires. Always like that solo. It's a good one.
Yes, you're fighting, teaching my son to believe in that man. Racist piece of shit, racist ground will live. Shame and regret, you're the price you must possess. War for territory. War for territory.
Do I have any hobbies? Yeah, dude, I love to work out, you know, calisthenics, all types of stuff. A little jiu-jitsu, a little boxing, Muay Thai, you know, I love it all, man. Stay healthy. Now, when I play this live in my solo project, I put some solos here and at the end. Why not, right? Do what I want to do. Harmonic minor. Boom. Alright, man. What else you guys want to hear? Let's see what we got. What else we got here? That's some Slayer. I did that the other day. This is a good one. This is Legionnaire, my solo, off my solo record. Now, this is a great song because originally it's in E, but now I kind of revamped it for the 7th string. So it goes good live. Chicks love the song. It's got that booty bumping stuff going. Mayweather or Conor, good question, bro. Mayweather's gonna destroy him, but I hope Conor gives him a good fight. But I doubt it. I mean, come on, man. Mayweather just has too much experience. He's a champ. He's undefeated. His defense is incredible. Street fight, Conor would kill him. I mean, kill him. Choke him out. But boxing? Nah. The best boxers in the world couldn't take out Mayweather. You know? But it's going to be fun to watch. I'll tell you what, man, Conor's got a lot of balls, too. Well, he's also getting paid a lot of money. I'd fight Mayweather for all that money. So, thanks, dude. Like I said, this was a song that, if you listen to on the record, it was an E standard. But now I play it on the 7th string, like an octave lower, which is pretty cool, I think. Yeah, dude, I don't know any Death offhand, but I'll do a playthrough for a song. You know, I'll do one. I love Death. Nah, dude, I don't know Devin Townsend. Never met him. Alpine, bro. He's awesome. Love all the Shrapnel guys, man. My first 2 records came out on Shrapnel, my solo stuff. Like Barney's awesome, man. Gave me a big opportunity by signing me. I wish he put out my new record. Hell yeah, man. Nitro, man. Michelangelo Badio, I love him. This guy's a big inspiration on me. That's one of my favorite songs to play live. Called Legionnaire. Alright, man. So, I'm going to wrap this up soon. But, if you guys got any more, thanks, guys. Thank you. Any other questions? Now's your chance, Like Soulfly or fast, darker stuff? I like it all, dude, I like the groovy stuff. I like the fast stuff. I mean, I'm definitely more of a thrash dude. I like a lot of solos. I like heavy riffs, whether they're fast or groovy. Technical riffs, with a lot of melody, Numbness in my hands. Nah, man. Nah. I stretch my hands a lot. Warm up before I play a bit. I try to do a lot of legato for warm-ups. That kind of gets my hand going. But, I've been playing for a long time. I really don't feel it, My hands are pretty cool, Definitely like to stretch them, though. I mean, this always is good. When I first start playing, that feels good. If I get a chance to hear that cracking, woo. What's good is getting your hands massaged, man. That always feels good. I know it sounds funny, but I was at a strip club the other night and had a masseuse there, and I was tempted to get my hands massaged because that definitely feels good, But yeah, that was actually, I forgot to talk about that. So my side project, we just played at this club in Jersey. It's a really cool place called the Blue Room, which is connected to a great strip club called AJ's, so we bounce back and forth when we play there. So anyway, but my new project, I don't know if you've seen it online yet, I'm calling it Acoustic Vendetta, and it's basically me and my buddy Damien. He sings and plays acoustic. I play acoustic. We got a percussionist, my buddy Anthony DeVizio and Jimmy Lopez, and we go out and we just play a lot of rock covers, a lot of, grungy stuff, a lot of Jimi Hendrix stuff, a lot of acoustic solos, bluesy kind of stuff. I mean, I love that stuff. I don't know if you've been noticing, I've been posting a lot of acoustic videos, playthroughs that I've been doing, and there's a lot of Acoustic Vendetta videos from our live show. So hopefully we'll be doing more shows soon with that project. Again, need all you guys' support, so just help spread the word about that too. It's a fun acoustic thing, it's just like a backyard jam, campfire type thing, we just go out, play clubs, little bars, and play a lot of covers. We also throw in a lot of my instrumental acoustic stuff too, so if you're into that, and I sell my merch there. Eventually I'll have some merch made up for Acoustic Vendetta, and eventually we'll do we're gonna do a CD of original stuff. We've been working on some bluesy rock type stuff. It's a totally different vibe, from what I'm used to, and my buddy Damien that sings in the project, man, he's got a great voice, so look out for it, because we're going to start doing more stuff, maybe even start touring for it. It's a really cool project, so, Nah, dude, I don't have any in-house studio, man, everything you've been seeing online, it's just with my phone. I got my little microcube here, I got a little iPod dock station, with speakers. I'm really not into the whole recording thing, man. I should be. I wish I was, but I'm more into concentrating on playing guitar. That's my passion. That's what I love. And when it comes to recording, I'm not really one of these guys that likes to do a lot of punches. I like to play a lot of stuff in one take, or do the best I can to improvise things. So I'm not really a recording guy, man. I'm not into Pro Tools and all that stuff. I always wanted some versions with the alternative ending. Version of CCC. What's the alternative ending? Like a different something? I mean, I know we put out I think the first CC we put out a digipack. We did a great version of Possessed, that song The Exorcist, and that's what, I don't know if it made the record. I think it might have been on the digipack, but you can find it on YouTube here. But basically it starts off with the Halloween intro, but I did it on acoustic nylon string classical style. It's one of my favorite acoustic moments, you know. It's all everywhere. There's a lot of, you know, Max comes up with the, you know, the basis of the song, and then he lets me come in and do my parts on top of it, and what he likes he keeps, and if he doesn't like it, then we go back to, you know, what he wants to do, you know. And then the solos, I write all my solos, you know, or little tapping parts, melodies, you know. You know, watch the show, you know. You see what we're jamming live, you know. That's how it goes down in the studio, you know. So, and then for my solo stuff, you know, a lot of that, I write all my own stuff. I play all the bass on it, all the guitar. Um, what's Barca? I don't know what Barca means, bro. Barca or real? What the heck is Barca? But for my solo records, you know, I just write the chord progression, the riffs. Um, you know, then go into the studio with my drummer Anthony DeVizio in the past with Conky Lure, and we'll get the drums tight, track the drums. Then I record all my rhythm guitars on top of it. I usually double up my rhythm, sometimes 3 times, and then I record all my bass on top, and then I write the solos on top of that. The extended version of Roots. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not that. I don't remember. I'd have to listen to the old Roots record. I've been playing it every night, but I haven't actually listened to the record since I had to learn it. You know. Barcelona FC. I don't know what that means, man. Real Madrid or Barcelona FC? What's that mean, man? I don't know. Is that like a football thing? Soccer? I don't really watch a lot of soccer. Unless it's female soccer. So, I'm a comedian tonight. I'm a comedian. A lot of jokes I like to make, you know. Some of them are super dirty. Yeah, I don't really watch hockey or soccer. I'm more of MMA and boxing. That's what I'm into, you know. Yeah, I don't really watch soccer, bro, you know. Shoes with the... Yeah, it was my idea, dude, to end with The Trooper. I love that song. And, yeah, we still do that with Soulfly. You know, we mix it up. You know, I like doing The Trooper. The guys like The Trooper too. We've done Children of the Grave. That's always a cool ending. We've done Creeping Death. We started this last tour doing Seek and Destroy. That was really cool. So I think that was the last Soulfly tour. We ended with Seek and Destroy, which was a lot of fun. You know, I really like that jam. You know, and the way that song ends. So we bounce back and forth, you know. It's whatever everybody wants to do. We talk about it before we go on, and, you know, just rock it out at the end, you know. With Metallica, that would be sick, bro. Still, you know, old Metallica's still some of my favorite stuff, man. You can't touch Injustice for All. That's still one of my all-time favorite metal records, man. That record's incredible, you know. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. So, So any other questions, man? Because I'm gonna wrap this up here soon. Get some sleep. As you can tell, I'm pretty exhausted. I just wanted to test this out because I never have done YouTube live before. It's my first time. Sepultura and Soulfly, Phoenix. You mean the Roots record in Phoenix? That was a good show at Club Red, I think it was, man. That was a good time. Yeah, Keith, thank you, man. I'm like I said, I'm gonna do more of these live feeds, man, because it's a great way for me to promote my instrumental stuff and play for you guys. You know, there's a lot of times when I'm in between Soulfly tours, I'm not able to book my solo shows, you know, just because it's hard to schedule it all. But I want to play and I want to interact with you guys because I love hanging out, talking music with all the fans and hanging out with everybody. I mean, if I did a solo gig and you've ever been there, you know, the minute I'm done with my solo gig, you know, we hang out, we talk. I'm in no hurry, you know, we don't take off. You know, I do all the driving and we go back to a hotel a couple blocks away, usually from the club, and I like to hang out and talk, man, you know. That's my thing. So this is cool. For me, this is, you know, a jam, play to my backing track here, you know, give you a little taste of what I do when I do my solo gigs, and same shit, dude, you know. I like to hang out in person with people and just talk, you know, shoot the shit like a regular dude. Just talk music, man. It's a topic I could talk about all day long, is music. And women. So, anything else? Questions? Going once? Twice? Bueller, 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 Bueller. Everybody know that movie? Ferris Bueller? Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna crash in a minute. Something main song. Never found a studio version featuring action. I don't think it's extended, is it? I don't think so, man. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think we extend it. We play it basically just like the record when we play Roots live. Unless you're thinking when we do that, the fast ending, what we've been doing at the end of the show for Return to Roots, we go back into Roots, but we do this like big fast thrashy version of it, which we extend that. Maybe you're thinking that, that was never recorded. That's just something we did live. Sepultura on the bill. Yeah, we did. I forgot. We did some festival in Europe with Sepultura where they were on the same day. It was cool. I mean, I don't know. I'm still, you gotta understand, for me, I grew up a huge fan of Max's and a huge fan of what him and Andreas did in Sepultura. Obviously you can hear that I was always very influenced by Andreas' solos. He was a big influence on me, with his leads. Big influence. So, and the way Max and Andreas work together, it's kind of, a big influence, on me too, and what I try to do now with Max. Say hello to Brazil. Oi, Brazil. Oi. Desculpe. I'm working on my Portuguese a little. So, alright, man. Well, like I said, I'm going to wrap this up, and thanks for tuning in. I'm going to do this more often. I'm bouncing back and forth every couple days between Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Just trying to hang with you guys. Like I said, I usually sit here, play guitar. Might as well do it, and entertain you guys and make some new friends, make some new fans. So help spread the word, help get people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Look out for my new record when it finally drops soon. You can find all my other 3 records, like on iTunes and Spotify and all stuff like that. And help me promote so I can get back out on the road again, man. Because I love doing my solo gigs. They're a lot of fun. I play a lot of different songs. I mix the set list up. Have I ever talked with Andreas Kisser? Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times that I've run into him. He's always given me a lot of props, which is very cool. He doesn't have to do that. And again, I've always given him props too, because what him and Max did in Sepultura was a huge influence on me. Obviously you can hear it in my playing and what I like to think I brought to the band, and Andreas has been a big influence on me too. So it's cool that he gives me props when he does. It's pretty cool, Nah, man, it's not. It's actually not available yet, and I don't know what's going on. I need to talk to Washburn about that. It was supposed to go out in stores. I need to talk to them. So maybe you can inquire too. Maybe if enough people inquire with Washburn, they'll also want to get the ball moving here with getting my guitar in stores. So let's see what we could do to make it happen, because it is a beautiful guitar, man. It plays incredible. They didn't have a 7-string version. They had a 6-string version of this guitar, but it was my idea to make it a 7-string and to put EMG pickups in it. My favorite MMA fighter. Go with Anderson Silva. Back in the day when he was destroying everybody. He's more of the Muay Thai style. I like the Muay Thai style MMA fighters. That's really my favorite. A lot of elbows, knees. Those guys are brutal, and it's really entertaining, I think, to watch that. Especially to see them, get up off the ground from doing jiu-jitsu and stand up and bang and knock people out, man. It's pretty crazy, So, and Conor McGregor's great too. I love the Diaz brothers. They're incredible, man. Those guys are badasses. I heard they're Soulfly fans too, which is really cool. Maybe I'll get to meet them one day. Yeah. I could talk this all day long, bro. Did you try the new Floyd Rose X? No, what's that about, man? In a tune? Oh, I did. You know what? I did hear about that thing, dude. I got to check that out, because there's a lot of times, man. there's a lot of times where I go back and forth, where I'm like, dude, I don't want to have a Floyd Rose, and then there's times where I'm like, no, I want to have a Floyd Rose, so I gotta check that Floyd Rose X. Some people told me that they didn't feel that it worked properly, but I gotta check it out. Maybe I could put it on one of my signature guitars, because I know soon we're gonna be doing other Sepultura records in their entirety, and for Roots, I think I got away with not having a Floyd Rose, but obviously if we ever do a Rise. Or anything like that, or Beneath the Remains, or the old, whatever, even KSID. Andreas did a lot of whammy bar stuff, so obviously I'm going to have to do that note for note, So maybe I'll check that out then. Yeah, we're going to do a Rise soon, definitely, man, What's the worst part of touring? Airports and flying. I fucking hate it, dude. I hate being on airplanes. I think we're going to Australia soon, dude. I love that country. It's one of the most beautiful countries, but that flight from New Jersey to Australia is fucking miserable, man. Miserable. It's like 22 hours, dude. It's just, everybody thinks that this job is fun, and it is a lot of fun, but flying is the worst part of it, dude. It's just sucks. It's miserable. There's ways around it, though. That's another story, but it's miserable flying. Yeah, dude, Arise is an incredible record. Arise is Rise and Beneath the Remains is in my top 10 greatest thrash metal records, man. No doubt about it. I don't know what those guys were smoking or drinking or what was going on during the making of those two records, but that's the Sepultura era that I love from those two records, and I love KSAD too. I put those three in there, Yeah, they were really on to something back then. That was a magical time, very magical time, and I don't know. I like to think we've done some records that kind of picked up where they left off. I think Enslaved, that was one of my favorite Soulfly records ever, and I think Enslaved is up there, in my opinion. I think it's a great continuation of that Beneath the Remains or a Rise type vibe. Even Omen, I think a lot of people didn't really give Omen a chance, but there's some that Omen's got some of my favorite solos on it, some of my favorite riffs on it. Omen was a real tight, right to the point record, which is what I like. I like a lot of just more thrashy, right to the point stuff. A lot of mid-tempo shit, which I like a lot too. Groovy stuff, but also thrashy. Omen's a great record. I really like it. I don't think Omen got the attention it deserved for some reason. And of course, the first two CC records I love. The first two CC records for me was like, an incredible. Yeah, Dark Ages too. Dark Ages is another record that was awesome. Through some bad. Have you been through some bad? How did you manage? Yeah, maybe I'll do a playthrough of all the acoustic stuff. That I've been part of. Man, there's a lot of really cool acoustic things. Actually, I did Wings. I don't know if you saw that. I did an acoustic version, instrumental version of the jam Wings. That was a really fun jam to do. I did Rise of the Fallen. This is all my YouTube channel, so check it out. My YouTube channel. I obviously, you can see I save all those videos up there, so you can pull them all up, and I'm going to be doing a bunch more. A lot more playthroughs, man. So Soulfly 3, I like that record, man. I think some people said they didn't like that record. That's actually the record that got me into Soulfly. When the first two came out, I appreciated them. I thought they were cool. But the third one, I thought Max was getting back to some thrashy stuff, He definitely brought the thrash back on that, So, cool. Anything else? You guys are coming at me with some really good questions, man. I'm digging it. Like I said, I could talk music all day long here, man. This is my passion. This is what I love, And I really don't do interviews anymore, so this is really cool for me, Active EMGs or yeah, some people swear by passive pickups, some people swear by active. I find for heavy stuff, I like EMG. The 80. I'm using the 707s, which are the 8185s on a 6-string, but I think they call them 707s for 7-string guitar. I love them. I think they're great. They cut through. But then some people like passive pickups, and I like both. I like active for real heavy stuff. But for like if I was doing like more bluesy jams, you know, or jazzy stuff, I wouldn't really want to use my 707s. I would use something else, you know. Um, like, and I hear EMG has just came out with some really cool passive pickups that I want to check out. I know Marty Friedman. I think he's got a pickup out with EMG. I'm dying to check that out. You know, I'm a huge Marty Friedman fan, and I know they've been starting to do more passive pickups from what I hear. So I like to check it out because I like both, man. You know, like I said, for real heavy shit, I think EMG's the best. Uh, but when it comes to doing like jazzy, bluesy shit, I probably I like also using passive pickups, whether they're EMG or you know whatever kind. Like I got Gibson Les Pauls here. I rarely change the pickups in them. I like the stock Gibson pickups, man. You know, I'm using tube amps, man. PVs. I love PVs. I'm a big fan of the 6505. Now I've been using the 6505 Mini, and I've A/B'd them, and I think, dude, they're identical. I'm in love with that little mini one. Incredible. It's half the size of the 6505. I can put it in my book bag. It's incredible, dude. I mean, the technology nowadays is incredible. And what's nuts is that little PV. It's like there's no need for all this other stuff, man. It's incredible. Although I have been jamming on the positive grid. I actually did a playthrough recently, and I'm actually really digging that too. Because I don't normally like digital stuff, but that thing sounds really good too, All right, bro. I'll do more jazzy stuff, man. The Fishmans, I tried them. They're cool. On the Archangel record, I used Fishmans on a couple leads because I used the Les Paul, and they had Fishmans in it, and I thought they were cool. I wasn't, like blown away, but they were cool. They were cool. I'm not really like, I like to really like when it comes to get a tone, dude. Give me anything. I'll like to think I'll dial it in. I like to tinker a lot with the amps. Tone knobs, even on the guitar. Sometimes I'll roll off tone knob on the guitar, or mess with it. So much good gear nowadays. I mean, basically everything is really great. It's not like back in the day when, you had like some old beat up whatever amp and beat up pickups, beat up guitars. Nowadays, the bar has really been raised with equipment. I mean, all these new guitar companies are really good. All these amp companies are really good. Pedals. I mean, it's incredible, man. The technology is just amazing. I mean, basically, I see with a lot of local bands. I remember back in the day when a lot of local bands that didn't have money, they would show up with like beat up gear. Nowadays a lot of these local bands got better gear than we have. So it just goes to show that technology is really just getting better and better and more affordable for people. Yeah, people keep talk about the Kempers, man, but you know what, man? I just did. Thanks, dude. Some, I love doing I like doing live videos like I've been doing. The Kemper question. I'm not really a big Kemper fan, but I've been using. I did a playthrough for Positive Grid, which is gonna hit YouTube soon. Did a really good playthrough, like professional HD recording. I played some Cavalier Conspiracy, some Soulfly in the video, and I really like this new thing called Positive Grid, where it's they can plug it into the computer somehow, and you can play any sound, and it copies it, and then you can program it into the amp. I mean, it's incredible, dude. You got the Positive Grid? Yeah, it's sick, dude. It's really sick. Diego, I still have the backpack. I just don't wear it on stage, bro. You know what's in it? My solo records. Buy one. When you see me at the show with a book bag, buy a record, dude. They're in my book bag. What is essential for my life? Just guitar, bro. I just love I love guitar. I breathe it every day, and fitness. I love training, and women, of course, women. Come on, man. I use GHS strings, dude. They're great. I really I use EMG. Hey, Joey Conception's in the house. What up, brother? EMG pickups, man. I think you don't use them too, or you use Seymour Duncan maybe, right? What's up, bro? We were hanging out the other night, everybody. Joe Conception rips, man. He shreds. I just finished playing, Joey. I'm getting exhausted here, man. I'm ready to wrap it up, but I'll be doing this again. Hit me up, text me tomorrow, man. I'm going to see Slayer in the city. We'll talk about what we were talking about, doing that tour thing, man. We've got to make it happen. Back to the strings. GHS strings, man. They're sick, dude. I really like GHS. It's funny. They sound great. I love the tone. Oh, dude. Fuck yeah, Brazilian women, dude. Caralho. Yeah, GHS strings are my favorite. And one thing I noticed about GHS strings, I never pop strings. It's crazy, dude. You know, when I used other strings over the years, I'd pop strings randomly, you know, here and there. I never pop strings with GHS. I don't know what it is, dude. And I bend a lot, you know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Never pop strings, you know. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So again, spread the word. You know, I'm trying to get my new Julia Paez. Is she a model? What is she, man? um, so yeah, keep in touch. All right, write me on here. I'm gonna do more playthroughs. Actually, I'm gonna do a little more jamming before I go to bed and work on some new songs I'm working on for some new videos. Trying to pick some more covers, some more original instrumental stuff. So, oh, is she now? All right, I'll check out Julia Paez, man. I'm on it. Keep in touch, all right? Private message me, or just leave in the comments. You know, if you guys have any more songs, you know, that you want me to record for you, you know. And I just posted a bunch. Check out, I did one for my side project, Encyclopedia, where I do some vocals. A song called "Blind Lead the Blind." Dude, I have like, I know I said I gotta go soon, but I must have like 20 songs written with my vocals and with that project, you know. And I've shopped that around, and no luck. Nobody wants to sign it. Nobody wants to put it out. But if you like that song, "Blind Leads the Blind," just letting you know, I probably got 20 more songs just like that, you know, on the back burner. So maybe one day I will, you know, I will do it. All right, I'm gonna go check out this Julia chick, man. Now you guys got me thinking. Julia Paez. All right, guys, I gotta go. All right, peace out. Keep in touch. I'll be doing more of these live videos. All right, peace. Have a good night, everyone.